It's a story of explorations. Because I don't really have your story. I have my story of what we did. And there's a few things I'm going to point out, and then I'm going to start asking questions, and I'm going to look for help. And I have a helper with the microphone that's going to hold the microphone for you to talk. So don't be shy of the microphone. You can speak up. Just because I'm a sociologist and I love statistics, I'm going to throw a few of them out here for you. We had 55 kids, we had 40 volunteers, and we had at least 1,300 hours of volunteer time. So this was a big commitment on a lot of people's parts, some church members, some not church members, and we want to let you know what we did this week. Who was at Explorations this week? Raise your hand if you were. Oh, I'm going to have so much help. First of all, I want all of the older guys that helped out with Explorations to stand up for just a second. Start with Monday. Who can remember what we did on Monday? Let's see if Maddie's come back in yet with all the goodies. Yes, so Maddie's going to hold it up. What did we do? Okay, can you tell us, Campbell, how you made that?
We took a piece of string and put it in a bowl of glue and stuck on the arm.
That's right. That's simple. Was it fun to put your hands in glue? Yes, it was. How many of you wanted to do that secretly? I have to tell you that I looked around the room and more than a few times I saw both hands in the glue playing with the glue. But it was a fun project. And then what did we make to eat that night? Does anyone remember? Sabrina? Loud, nice and loud. Say it again.
Was it creme brulee?
It was creme brulee, and we learned an important science concept then too. What helps make the crunchy part of creme brulee? Yes, Oliver.
Fire.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, so Tuesday we did another project, and Maddie will hold it up to help you remember. Tuesday was pendulum, I think. Yes. So we did pendulum art, but we learned, yeah, and what did that, Megan, can you tell us what the ball taught us about the earth? That the earth moves. And who was sort of the first person to say that? Do you remember the scientist? Forrest, who, oh no. Oh, Brody knows. What was the scientist that said the earth moved? Do you think the name sounded like Galileo? And what happened to Galileo for doing that? Who knows? He did, he got put in jail. He was there for a long time. All right, and Tuesday, what else did we do? We did the big pendulum ball. By the way, Forrest will be here after church to demonstrate it if you are interested in seeing it. Okay, so we did pendulum paint, and for food, who remembers what we did for food that night? Was that cupcake? We made butter. Right, we made butter and we tasted butter. That was a lot of fun. It was a very wiggly night. The way that the pendulum paints are done is we had buckets of paint between poles, and the kids swung them around as they wished in a somewhat contained fashion, but it was a mess. But nothing was left behind. Okay, and then we also did the hand drawings, and that was done. Who can tell me how you do the hand drawings? Oh, we're getting a lot of Sabrina. Who else was here? I know other people were. How do we do the hand drawings? One of you guys? No? Anne-Lee, do you remember how you did the hand drawing? They're all passing. Look at that. The kids will speak up. Oh, okay. How'd you do the hand?
I can remember.
You can't remember? Okay, well then we don't need to know. The other thing that we did was we did the box with with the faces on it. What artist were we using? Who were we talking about that night related to the box? She's actually older and going to speak up.
Pablo Picasso.
That's right, Picasso. So that's what we did that night. And I think the last 2 projects we did, this one here in the front. Does anyone remember how we did it? Megan, can you tell us how we did this one in the front?
A kind of paper and glued it on.
Right, we were playing with glue again. And then the last night we did printmaking, and that was a lot of fun. What did we use for that? Campbell.
We use this special kind of paint, and then you put leaves on it, put a piece of paper over it, rub it, and take it off, and they're being printed.
You could do that now, couldn't you? It's a good describer. And what did we make the last night? What was the thing that we made? Oh, see, everybody remembers the food. What did we make? What did we make? That's right! Root beer! And remember, parents, if you got a bottle of root beer, don't leave it out for more than 5 days. Put it in the refrigerator or you will be sorry. Thanks so much for telling this story. And thanks, all of you, for coming and being able to put your hands in glue, hurt people, and make things happen.